Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. Last time we begun the game and we made our way to the Bastion, which oddly enough has no survivors other than this old man right down here, who happens to be our narrator. And by the way, for anyone wondering, we are called the Kid. Just the Kid. Also, I should point out that when we're in the Bastion, it's going to be one of the few times that I'm going to be able to talk a lot, due to the lack of narrators talking while I'm wandering around here. So let's go on to the Skyway.
The Skyway. Now the Kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Alright, so over here we have the Bastion. This is basically our level select. We have the Wharf District, which is where we started last time, and we have a couple of little missions that we can do where we prove our skill in certain weapons. Right here we have the Breaker Bow. Let's go ahead and do this.
The Breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots.
So, basically what we have to do here is destroy all of these targets in 5 shots. When you do a power shot, your shot will go through 3 targets, and I'm pretty sure you already can see what exactly I'm going to be doing already.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
So remember to take your time with this. Most challenges with the weapons are going to be timed, but this one is not, so take your time. And I already messed up. So if you messed up, you can go ahead and restart like this.
Kid ain't had enough in the Breakers' barracks.
So as you can see, there's a first prize, a second prize, and a third prize. For the first prize, you need to only use 5 shots. Any more than that will get you either the second or the third prize. And if you get first, you get all of the prizes. So hopefully, with all of the challenges that we're going to be doing, I'll be getting first prize. I'll try as hard as I can, but it's really difficult. Are you serious? So if you're at the end of a power shot, like, okay, so I flashed. If you shoot at the end of that flash, you do more damage than you do at the beginning of that flash. Kind of silly, but whatever. And I don't think we're going to get any extra commentary from the narrator. So I'm going to go ahead and go for this one first. So line it up. No! Ah, it really, there's an enemy like right here, and it targeted the other one. I wanted it to be in that line. Jesus. So sometimes that can be a little finicky. But you can press the left and right bumpers to change your target, which I wasn't able to do quick enough. Let's do this. There it is. 34 damage. You want to do 31 damage to knock these things out. There we go. There we go. Just 2 more to go. There we go, just barely on that one. Oh, messed it up at the end. Okay, well I guess I'll probably see you guys when I don't fail at this. I did it.
Proud of that show.
Dang right. So you usually get a different music for if you get third prize, second prize, or first prize. And that's the best little jingle you get. So we have something stringy, something fancy, and Breaker's Volley, which is another skill for the Breaker Bow. So yeah, this is usually how you're... Actually, I believe this is always how you're going to get the second ability for each of your weapons, is by getting the first place for that weapon. And I'll try to show them all off. If I don't, then oh well. That just gives you more incentive to play this game yourself. So, and with each of the something things, like something stringy and something whatever this one was, fancy, those are each used for upgrading your weapon. So you're going to want to collect all of these.
I almost don't believe it when he says he passed the Breakers challenge.
You're darn right. Okay, so with that done, let's move on to the real next mission. Right down here to the Workmen ward. Find the core and bring it back. Let's go.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
Alright, so I actually know which direction the core is in, and I'm going to go the other directions because they can be useful.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
So over here, you're just going to see a bunch of enemies, and beat them while you don't die, basically. Ooh, oh no, we don't have Breaker's Volley. I was about to say, now would be a good time to show off Breaker's Volley, but we don't even have the Breaker Bow. Alright, so there's nothing really over here except for a forge.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
So at the forge, this is where you upgrade all your weapons. And of course it'll cost money. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the hammer. You have two choices for every time you upgrade. You have the sledgehead, which, well, for this weapon at least, you have sledgehead, which will do 50% more damage, or the battlehead, which will do a plus 10% critical hit chance. I'm going to go ahead and do plus 50%
Kid's
damage.
lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
And by the way, I believe critical hits do 3 times as much damage.
Core ain't here neither.
Oh.
So he's gotta guess again.
Yeah, I believe critical hits do 3 times as much damage as a normal attack. Oh, this guy's here. Let's go ahead and take him down with our upgraded weapon. You usually don't even have to worry about taking damage,
He heads
so...
for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag Alley.
Scumbag Alley. That just sounds nasty. Okay, let's use our other weapons, not just our hammer.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
I was going to say that guy just like rocketed off the side of the platform, but Mr. Narrator couldn't wait to talk about Gershel, which is a big scumbag. We will see bigger. Ooh. Boom.
Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
I imagine not. Calamity affected everyone, not just the Saladonians, which is what we are. Die.
They always said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight.
Gershel's done. So as you can see, still nothing down this direction.
No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him. He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Didn't say I was going that way because I didn't go there yet. Something sharp. Once again, another thing to upgrade some weapons. So I believe we're actually going to have another weapon right over here. Let's grab it.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
That's right. So this is both a melee and a projectile. If you hold down the button, you can throw it down. Of course, it's the same with the Breaker Bow, that you have a little point where you flash and you'll do a power shot. This is actually one of my favorite weapons, so I'll probably be using this a little more than I should, along with another projectile weapon that we'll get later on. And of course, I believe this is actually one of the abilities that has nothing to do with weapons, so let's grab
They
it.
say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
Yeah, we got a pretty dang good weapon. So yeah, this scroll will spawn a friendly squirt, which I actually really like because it's like something passive there, where you can beat up enemies and also
Squirts just don't know when to quit.
have the squirt doing damage at the same time. So if you like fighting normally, that's the thing for you.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
His flock? Gasmen have flock? Sure, I'll take your word for it. And even if you don't get a perfect counter on enemies, it will stun them for a while if you do the thing. But let's just kill these guys. Right down here, we have another memento.
Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Jeez, we don't have enough wiggle room right here. So if you get too close to the sides, the crowd will try to knock you down. Otherwise, they're just there to watch the show. Okay, you need to get, like, die. Also, keep in mind that you're... Oh, jeez. I'm getting my butt kicked by this guy. Keep in mind that your partners do have a HP gauge as well, so if the squirt takes too many hits, he's gonna die.
And now there's a new marshal in town.
Now they all love us. You can kill them if you really feel like it, but good luck with that. Let's grab the core.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Here's the Skyway. Let's get out of here. Alright, so back to the Bastion.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
So once again, we have a couple of things to give to him, or to show him, so it'll give us a little commentary on him. The Ragged Hood.
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Now we have a little windbag here. Or a squirt, rather. So, you will occasionally have little friendly enemies that come and visit you, depending on what items you give to the characters that we're going to have here. Right now, it's only the Stranger. Which, yes, that is kind of spoiling. We will meet more people. But these will come important much, much later on in the story, like near the end. So keep that in mind. But now that we have the core, let's go ahead and put it in the monument.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
So now we have the choice between the Forge and the Arsenal. I'm going to choose the Forge because I don't plan on changing weapons right now.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Something sharp works for the machete, so that's actually really good for me. Alright, so attacks cripple foes or 20% critical hit chance. I think I'm going to go with the critical hit
A little
chance.
Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
So this brings up something. If you choose to do so, you can actually go with the low HP critical hit setup. As you can see, or as you saw earlier, at the distillery here, we had a drink that will increase your critical hit percentage by 100%, which means you're always going to get critical hits. There will be upgrades for this War Machete later on that will give you more extra damage with critical hits. So if you want to, you can kind of run a danger setup with this game. But I'm not too interested in that. So, what are we at? I can't tell because I can't see my my recording thing. Alright, well I think regardless of where we are, I'm going to end it right there. So join us next time when we go and search for a couple of more cores to get the Bastion looking nice and good. So I'll see you all then, and goodbye.